distributed application. Why I have developed this distributed application? Why I have developed this distributed application? To reuse the business logic of one project in the another project. To reuse the business logic of one application in the another application. Now do you understand why we need to go for distributed applications? Now, do you understand why we need to develop the distributed applications? To reuse the business services of one application in the another application, we are going for distributed applications. Okay. Can I take one more use case? This is use case 1. This is use case 1. Use case 1. Let's take another use case. Okay. Now, guys, there is one company called ADP company, US company ADP. Anybody working in ADP in this batch? ADP company is there. Do you know ADP or not? You don't know, huh? ADP, Management Services Company, a big MNC company. ADP.com, payroll company, right? ADP, payroll on a global scale. Payroll is local, even when it is global. Request a demo. Okay? ADP.com. ADP company will run payrolls of other companies. ADP company will run payrolls of other company. ADP company will run the payrolls of other company. What is the meaning of a payroll? Calculating employee working days, salary, and generating the pay slip. Most of the companies, Deloitte company, TCS company, Tech Mahindra, HCL, Wipro, all these company pay slips will be generated by the ADP only. When you join in the IT company, every month you will get the salary. How many days you work for that company? What is your salary? That salary will be calculated by number of days you worked. Based on that, they will calculate and they will send your salary and they will give you pay slip also. The pay slips will be generated by ADP company for so many software companies. ADP having payroll system. ADP having payroll system. Check your payroll pay slip of your company. Most of the payrolls of the IT companies are managing by ADP only. ADP payroll system. What this payroll system will do? Generating the pay slips. Generating pay slips. Generating pay slips. Generating Form 16. Generating Form 16. Tax calculation. Tax calculation. Okay. Salary calculation. Salary calculation. All these things will done by ADP project. Because for every company, employees will be available. For the employees, we have to manage the payments. Employees will do work for free of cost or they will expect salary. When you take an employee for your company, every month you have to pay the salary to the employee. Okay? How you will pay the salary to the employee? Monthly salary 30,000 for the employee. Every month he will provide the 30,000 and he will calculate how many days he worked for the company on a month. Based on that he will calculate. Now, I have taken one employee in Ashok IT for 30,000 salary, HR. I have taken one HR for Ashok IT. I have taken one HR for Ashok IT. 30,000 monthly salary, daily 1,000 rupees. Daily 1,000 rupees salary, 30 days 30,000. Every month I will give 30,000 for the HR, or I will check how many days she is present for office. I need to check how many days she is present or not. I will check how many days she is present for the office. Based on that, I will calculate and I will give the salary. In the IT companies, in the Ashok IT, only 5-6 employees will be available. Manually, I can calculate. In the Ashok IT, 5-6 employees will be available. Manually, I will calculate. But think about it, TCS, Infosys, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs employees are available. Can we calculate the salary for the 4 lakh employees manually? Difficult. That's why they will use payroll system. Every IT company will use payroll system to calculate the salary for the employees. ADP company developed a payroll system by spending 5 years. They spent 5 years. They spent 100 crores. 100 crores to develop this ADP payroll system. One project is developed by ADP for 5 years. That is a payroll system for the employees. 100 crores they invested in that. 5 years employees they maintained. They gave the salary. 100 crores they spent and they developed one project. Now TCS company want the payroll system. TCS company want the payroll system. Infosys want the payroll system. Infosys want the payroll system. Okay? Tech Mahindra want the payroll system. HCL want the payroll system. Wipro want the payroll system. These companies need to develop the payroll on their own by spending 5 years, or they can use the application which is already developed by ADP to generate the payslips. To generate the payslips, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, HCL, Wipro companies, they need to develop once again, or they can reuse the ADP project services now. Infosys company will talk to ADP project. Tech Mahindra will talk to ADP project. HCL will talk to ADP project. Wipro will talk to ADP project. Because they don't want to develop the same project again which is already developed by somebody. Let us reuse. Let us reuse that services. Now, here guys, now tell me what ADP doing, what these companies are doing. Who is selling the service? Who is buying the service? Who is selling? Who is buying? ADP is selling the project, or ADP is selling only service? ADP will give the code to Infosys. ADP will give the code. Whatever the project they developed, they will give that code to Infosys. If ADP will give the code to Infosys, what will happen? Next day, ADP has to close the shutter. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. If ADP give the code to Infosys, what will happen? Infosys will give that code to others for less price. Then ADP has to close the shutter. ADP will not give the code. Infosys will send a request. ADP will execute the request and will send the response. That's it. Infosys will not know what is the code available in the ADP project. Infosys will just send a request to ADP project. ADP project will process the request, will send the response. That's it. ADP will not give the code to Infosys. This is called reusing one project services in the another project. Okay? Infosys project is communicating with the ADP project. Can I say they are distributed projects now? Can I say they are distributed projects now? Distributed applications? They are distributed applications. Infosys is doing business. ADP also doing business. Business to business communication. If one application is communicating with another application, then that is called as business to business communication. If one application is communicating with the another application, then that is called as business to business communication. Now, can I tell you one more use case? Can I tell you one more use case? Do you understand? If you understand, I will not tell the use case. Otherwise, I will tell one more use case. Why to go for distributed application? Because RESTful services we are learning to develop the distributed applications only. Why I am telling the distributed applications? RESTful services are used to develop the distributed applications. Why we are going to learn the RESTful services? What we can do with the RESTful services? By using RESTful services, we are going to develop distributed applications, which is nothing but B2B communication. Now, can you read the notes? Can you read the notes once, guys? What is a distributed application? Okay, I hope you got the clarity. Distributed applications. To reuse business services, we are developing distributed applications. Distributed applications, RESTful services are used to develop. By using RESTful services, we can develop distributed applications. By using RESTful services, we can develop distributed application. In distributed applications, we can see two actors. In distributed applications, we can see two actors. Who is the first one? First one is called as resource. Second one is called as client. This is also called as producer and also called as consumer. In distributed applications, we can see two actors. Who are those two actors? One is called as resource. Resource or producer means who will provide the service. Resource or producer means who will provide the service. Client or consumer means who will access the service. Will provide the service and who will access the service. Now guys, tell me why we are developing RESTful services. By using RESTful services, we can develop distributed applications. In distributed applications, we can see two actors. One is called as resource. Resource is also called as producer. Second one is called as client. Client is also called as consumer. Resource or producer means who will provide the service. Client or consumer means who will access the service. That means here, if you observe, one application will act as a client, another application will act as a resource. One application will act as a resource, one application will act as a client. This is client application and this is resource application. Client application will send the request to the resource application. Resource application will process the request and will send the response to client application, which is called as request and response. One application will send a request to the resource application, another application will send the response to the client application. This is RESTful services architecture. RESTful services architecture. Client application is available and resource application is also available. Client application is sending a request to the resource application sending a response to the client application. Now, resource application and client application no need to be developed in the same language. Resource and client can be developed by using two different languages also. Note, client application and resource application may not be developed in same language, may not be developed by using same programming language. Client application and resource application may not be developed by using same programming language. So this client application can be developed by using any programming language. Resource application also can be developed by using any programming language. So that means programming languages no need to be same. Programming languages no need to be same. These are called as interoperable applications. Distributed applications are interoperable. We are developing the distributed applications with interoperability. That means Java application will communicate with, can communicate with .NET. Java application can communicate with Java application. Java application can communicate with .NET application. .NET application can communicate with Python application. Python application can communicate with Salesforce application. Python application can communicate with Salesforce application. Okay, like this, if applications are communicating without considering programming language, then those are called as interoperable applications. If applications are communicating irrespective of the, without considering the programming language, then those applications are called as interoperable applications. Then those applications are called as interoperable applications. If applications are communicating without considering programming language, then those applications are called as interoperable applications. Are you guys able to follow this? Are you guys able to follow this? What is interoperability? What is interoperability? If one application is communicating with another application, if one application is communicating with another application without considering the programming language, then those applications are called as interoperable applications. Then those applications are called as what? Those applications are called as interoperable applications. So finally, what is our target now? What is our target? We have to develop the distributed application as per current trend in the market. We should be able to develop distributed applications with interoperability. Distributed applications with interoperability. By using RESTful services, we can develop distributed applications with interoperability. By using RESTful services, we can develop distributed applications with interoperability. Why we are learning RESTful services? Why we are learning RESTful services now? Come on. By using RESTful services, we can develop distributed applications with interoperability. Okay. Guys, now do you understand why we are learning RESTful services? Guys, are you able to understand why we are learning RESTful services now? We are learning RESTful services to develop distributed applications with interoperability. What is a distributed application? If one application is communicating with another application, then that application is called as distributed application. Why we need to go for distributed application? To develop the distributed applications. Why we are going for reusing? If one project already developed some business logic, instead of redeveloping the same logic again, we can reuse that logic. That is the reason we are going for distributed application. So only distributed application, or we want interoperability also? We want interoperability also. What is that interoperability? What is that interoperability? What is the meaning of interoperability, guys? What is the meaning of interoperability? Come on. Language independent. If applications are communicating without bothering about the language. Hey, my project is developed by using Java. No problem. No problem. .NET project can communicate. Python project can communicate. Salesforce project can communicate. That is what? Distributed applications with interoperability. That is what the meaning of distributed applications with interoperability. Any programming language, any technology, applications can communicate. Then those are called as distributed applications with interoperability. Now, how to develop the distributed applications with interoperability nowadays? RESTful services we are using. Okay, now tell me, RESTful services are only belongs to Java, or these RESTful services will be available in all the programming languages? RESTful services are belongs to only Java, or these will be available in all the programming languages? By using Python also you can develop a REST API. By using Java also you can develop a REST API. By using Salesforce also you can develop a REST API. By using Node.js also you can develop a REST API. REST API is a universal concept. It is not only specific to Java. REST APIs can be developed by using any programming language. As we are from the Java background, we are going to learn how to develop the REST API by using Java. Are you guys able to follow me? Are you guys able to follow me? RESTful services are specific to only Java, or RESTful services will be available in all the programming languages? Okay. Okay. RESTful services are not specific to only Java. All programming languages supports for developing RESTful services. All programming languages supports for RESTful services development. RESTful services development. We will learn how to develop RESTful services by using Java. In this course, we will learn how to develop RESTful services using Java. Okay? If you go and ask a .NET developer, they will also use the RESTful services. They will also develop the RESTful services. Okay? If you go and talk to Python developer, they will also develop a REST API. Okay? If you go and talk to Salesforce developer, they will also develop a REST API. Being a Java developer, you should also know how to develop a RESTful service. So our course is all about how to develop the RESTful service by using Java. Are you guys clear with the introduction part? What is RESTful service? Why we are learning RESTful service? Are you guys clear with this? Why we are developing RESTful service? Why we are learning RESTful services? Come on, boys. Please tell me why we are developing RESTful services? Why we are learning RESTful services here? Can anyone tell me why we are learning RESTful services here? To develop distributed applications with interoperability. RESTful services are available only in Java. RESTful services are available only in Java. No, Java supports REST API. Similarly, other programming languages also supports for REST API. Now everywhere, today every application is developing by using REST APIs only. Nowadays, every application is developing by using REST APIs only. Are you clear with my point? Are you clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? Nowadays, everybody developing REST API only. So I hope you got the clarity what is a distributed application and what is interoperability. If one application is going to communicate with another application, then those applications are called as distributed applications. Distributed applications we are developing with the interoperability. Distributed applications we are developing with the interoperability. Interoperability means any programming language based application can communicate. Any programming language based application can communicate. Okay, REST architecture. How many actors will be available in the REST architecture? Resource will be available, client will be available. One application will act as a resource application, another application will act as a client application. Resource application means the application which will provide the service to other application. Client application means who will access the service. Take it. Now, so from tomorrow onwards, we have to understand how to develop distributed application by using RESTful services. Okay? From tomorrow onwards, we have to understand how to develop a distributed application by using RESTful services. Okay? Can we have the class tomorrow? Tomorrow Sunday. Can we have the class tomorrow? Yes, sir. Monday, na? Sunday or Monday? So the reason why I want to take tomorrow is, again, Pongal is coming. Next week, 3 days holidays will be there for the Pongal. (14, 15, 16) holidays will be there for us. 14, 15, 16 Pongal holidays will be there. 3 days. ठीक है, क्या करूं? कल ले लूं और नहीं लेना? Yeah, then tomorrow we have a class. Yes, tomorrow we have a class because next week we have 3 days holidays. So tomorrow I will take the session. Tomorrow we have the class. Tomorrow we have the class. Okay. Yep. Tomorrow we have the class. Same time, 9 o'clock we have the class tomorrow. 9 to 10:30 we have the class tomorrow. 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. we have class tomorrow. Tomorrow morning 18 JRTP class also there. Tomorrow all my classes are there. 18 JRTP class available morning at 8:30. 18 JRTP class available morning at 8:30. Morning at 8:30. 19 JRTP not available tomorrow. 18 JRTP available at 9:30 to 8:30 tomorrow. And we are having REST API class tomorrow at 9 p.m. IST. 19 JRTP we have on Monday. Okay guys, thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.